Morning, guys. So I sold the Mercedes E550 I had, kind of out of the blue. Wanted to get rid of it, made some money. So anyway, I found a 2007 Chrysler 300 SRT8 with about 70,000 miles on it. Very clean, very, very clean. Mind you, this is April 17th. And we do have a little bit of snow. We were supposed to get 8 inches, and then we only ended up getting about 1 inch of drifting snow. So that's the dilemma we're at right now. It's about 4 hours southeast of here, actually by Road America. And I'm just thankful that we didn't get any more snow. It was kind of widespread. To the north of us got the full 8 to 12 inches of snow that was predicted, I believe about 50 miles north. So we're very lucky here, but we're just kind of playing by ear here with the rain or the snow and road conditions to whether I will actually pick up that 300 today or not. I just wanted to get rid of that E550 because I knew I could make some good money on it, and that's like this 300 too. It's a good deal. I can't lose money on it. I know I could get more than what I paid, what I will pay for it. The only thing is the road's getting down there. You know, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if I had a car hauler, but I don't. So I'm just a little disappointed about the roads right now. I know 94 isn't looking great. I know the plows are out, but I'm really hoping that this stuff melts. And it is supposed to get up to about 41 today, but we'll kind of play it by ear with how these roads go. But this would be another doomsday driving here. I mean, this is just not great conditions. You can see it's 30 degrees out right now. I had to lock it actually in 4 high because the roads are pretty icy and slippery. We had that 85 degree weather last week, and now that of course is dissipated into the upper mid 20s, 30s now, and bad roads. Even the robins don't like it right there. So we'll keep you updated here on whether I actually do go get the 300 or not. I'm very much looking forward to this. This is one of my dream vehicles. First gen 300 SRT8. You know, it'd be a great weekend cruiser, and just to be able to own it for a little while and enjoy it and not beat the shit out of it would be fantastic. And hopefully we end up getting it today, but as you can see, the roads just aren't conducive to travel. So I'm just going to play this by ear and kind of see how it goes, and if it melts, and just kind of see what the roadways are like here in a few hours when I go to leave. I have to leave by around 11 o'clock to give myself enough time to actually get there. So that's the plan. Well, we decided to go down and get the 300 SRT today, and there's a fuck ton of snow here. Black River Falls got about 20 inches of snow, so we're gonna see how bad this snow is. It's April 17th today, mind you, and the snow is that bad down here. This is craziness. Unbelievable. They had a huge winter event down here. Thank God we didn't get it. Look at all that snow. You could snowmobile down here if you wanted to. Time to open the trails back up. Holy shit. Yeah, look at all that snow. There's going to be 19 inches of snow coming up. They didn't plow that. Well, they skimmed it, but that was about it. Very rarely do you want to be on the left side of the road and not on the right. Wow. Jesus, what an adventure. Oh man, look at all that snow. We need that plow on the interstate here. Everybody's slowing up. Oh yeah, look at this. Fuck, somebody probably went in the ditch. Here we go, traffic comes to a standstill. Oh yeah, look at that big line of fucking cars. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, holy shit.
Somebody's gotten an accident here. Holy crap. Well, we picked up the SRT. The SRT8. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. More videos to come. This is one of the cleanest cars I've ever actually been in before. And there's a Ram truck right there behind us. This is...
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Great. Definitely one of the nicer cars I've been in. So more videos to come here. We just want to drive it, and this is an American icon. I'm almost blessed to be in this vehicle and to be able to work my ass off to afford something like this. Fucking insane. This is great. This 300 is a ripper. Oh my goodness. Got the Ram truck behind us following us home. Dad was nice enough to drive us home, but man, just thoroughly impressed here for 2007 at how nice this was, how quiet it is on the inside. I mean, you're pushing something that has a lot of horsepower, and this is great. So far so good. I'm impressed. You know, this is mid 2000s Chrysler. The interior wasn't great, but wow, I still can't believe I'm in a vehicle like this. This is unbelievable. So very happy with it so far. I can't wait to get home. I almost feel bad that I'm driving in this right now, but we'll get her home safely, and we're gonna get her all washed up and back and ready to rumble. So wow, I just can't say enough about this car and how special I feel to be in this vehicle. So I have to say I'm pretty happy with it so far. A great Sunday cruiser. This is awesome. So far so good with it. If it wasn't so windy, you'd be able to hear that Hemi better, but you can't hear it, and that's okay. Once we get home, we'll do some revs with it. Wow, just very, very impressed with this car. I can't imagine how the newer ones are, but just an old SRT8, wow. Can't believe it. This is pretty cool so far. Pretty awesome. Wow, here we go to the snow. We're just north of Toma, and this is right where the big snow event happened, basically from Toma on northeast. Black River Falls got quite a bit of snow as well, but we're just cruising in the 300, and the roads have definitely improved since the snow event of this morning, basically. The bridges are a little wet still, but overall the roads are pretty dry. We haven't gone into the thick of it yet, but I'm very thankful that we're on our way home here. This has definitely been a long trip, but very well worth it. But oh my gosh, talk about a long trip. Oh goodness. But yeah, this is definitely an awesome car. You know, I've had a lot of cars. I mean, let's just run through the list here. We're gonna let that truck kind of get out of the way here, but let's just run through the list. I mean, first car my parents bought, but my name was on it, was a Chrysler 200 limited hardtop convertible with a 3.6 liter Pentastar V6. That was kind of my first car. My first car I bought. There's 9 cars total, 9 vehicles on the list here. First car that I bought was a 2008 Ford Fusion SEL V6 with the sport appearance package, red leather seats. Was a very cool, fun car, front wheel drive. Next car I bought was my 2014 Ram 1500 in gray with the 5.7 liter. Next vehicle after that was my gray Night Edition, which was a fantastic truck, 5.7 liter Hemi V8, cold air intake and a Magnaflow exhaust. Awesome truck. I almost wish I would have kept it. Next vehicle was the Hyundai Genesis 5.0 R-Spec. No, actually before that, I bought a 2011 Ford Fusion Sport with the upgraded suspension and the 3.5 liter Duratec V6. That was kind of my first dabble into, I should say, the car enthusiast market, and that was actually my daily driver while I still had my truck when I worked up at Hayward. So I'd put about 150 miles on that per day. Put a lot of miles on it, but awesome, fantastic vehicle. I loved it. That was kind of my first dabble into the car enthusiast market. So totaled that car, kept the great truck. Next car I bought 2 years ago was the Hyundai Genesis 5.0 R spec, 430 horsepower, 370 foot-pound torque, rear-wheel drive. Awesome car. It didn't make any noise. It really didn't have a soul to it. It had a Korean soul, and that was about it. But that was a very, very fun car. I enjoyed that a lot. You know what? And I would have kept it if I didn't total it. So by hitting a deer, and I definitely would have kept it. It didn't have a lot of soul, but it had a lot of passion. You know, it knew what it wanted to be. It just didn't get executed right. But I have to say that was one of my favorite cars. Highly luxurious, highly fast, actually. Very, very fast. Next car after that was my red Ram, which I've almost had for 2 years as well. 5.7 liter Hemi, Gibson exhaust, cold air intake on it. Love that truck. I mean, if I could have kept my gray truck and that truck, I definitely would have. And then most recently, that 2011 Mercedes-Benz E550 all-wheel drive 4MATIC. That was a 5.5 liter M273 V8, very powerful, about 400 horsepower, 400 foot-pound torque. Very powerful. That was the fastest car I've actually ever owned, because of the grip. I mean, that would do 0 to 60 in, I believe, just about 4.5 seconds. This car is right about that, although I'm not totally sure. Seen a lot of different reports in the low 4s, and then I've seen also some other reports here, you know, right around 5. So that guy's in the fucking ditch. Wow. Man, we're gonna put on the brakes here. The roads, we're getting to BRF, and they're not great. I'm just gonna tell you that. I'm not. Another trucker off to the side. Just want to get home. This is a long day. This is a 600-mile round trip, basically. Oh my God, on my poor truck. Can't wait to be home. Anyway, the Mercedes was fast. It was very quiet. You had to get it high in the rev range, basically, to make that thing feel like a V8. Although that was the most comfortable and luxurious car I've ever been in, the most sporty car. It drove really small, smaller than what it was. I have no complaints about it. I just got rid of it because I made a decent chunk of change off of it, and I didn't want to have to pay the repair bills when they came in. So I decided to get rid of it, and found this Chrysler 300 SRT8 later. And that leads me to my 9th car. By age 25, I've had 4 basically what you would call on some sort of level car enthusiast vehicles. This one I only have 150 miles on it. All of them I've loved. I couldn't tell you a favorite. Maybe my Genesis was my favorite, but all of them were great. I love them all. I've always dreamed since I was a little kid, basically. This came out, the SRT8 came out in 05, I believe, or 06, so I was like 9 years old. And I've loved Mopar products. I've loved Chrysler products ever since I was a kid, basically. And I've loved this car ever since I was a kid. So I found it. It's a 16-year-old car. You know, I have my truck. I have my daily driver. You know, whether I sell this and make some money off of it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Or if I'm going to keep it for a year, keep it for a little while. I'm just not sure. But let me tell you, this American car here, it has the most soul. It has the most passion. You know, say what you want about the interior. Any American brand from the mid-2000s had a shitty interior. So, I mean, you really can't say much about that. You know, as seen in the Ram or the Durango, the interiors of the Chrysler group has improved by, a night-day difference compared to this. But This knew what it wanted to be right from the factory, and that is why it's a classic. This is an American classic car. I mean, it knew what it wanted to be right out of the factory. It was big, fast, and fucking huge, and it was at a really good price. And that's what sold it to a lot of people, and what continues to sell Dodge products today, although we got a lot of fucking dealer markups, which sucks on basically every Dodge product out there, because they're killing the V8, the naturally aspirated V8, along with the V8 in general. So, you know, cars like this live on, and they live on far and few between. And I'm just, like I said, I'm almost blessed to be able to afford this vehicle and actually drive it. Because in 20, 30 years, these won't be around any longer. I mean, nobody's going to keep a Chrysler 300 like this in a pristine shape with any sort of mileage on it. So I'm glad I'm able to experience this. This has the most passion. This has the most soul. It knows what it wants to be. And it's a great vehicle. You know, if you have, this is definitely not your daily. If you have another vehicle for your daily driver, this is your weekend cruiser. This is your summertime vehicle. You don't drive this in the wintertime, as I'm saying this, just because of the weather, the deterioration. This is about the first time this car has ever seen salt, from what I was told by the owner. And I checked out underneath. It's as clean could be. It's cleaner than my truck. And that's fairly new. So, you know, I'm very, very excited about it. I do have to say, this is right up there in terms of the feel and the quality of the product, and why people just love SRT. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. So, a highway cruiser indeed. You can't even really make a review about this car anymore, because there's so little of them on the road that are in great condition. So, I mean, I will make a review. Of course I will make a review, interior and exterior, along with the engine bay. But, I mean, first impressions, this blew me away. It blew me away. And that's what an American car needs to do. It needs to blow you away. And that's what this did. I mean, the Mercedes was fast and it was awesome. It was a bank vault. You know, it was an E-Class. This is what that was. This car is based on an E-Class, but I mean, this just has the heart and soul of an American car. It knew what it wanted to be when it came out, and for that reason, I'm in love with it. It is fan-freaking-tastic. So, this is it. The new car. The Future Classic 2007 Chrysler 300C SRT8 with the 6.1-liter Hemi. 425 horsepower stock, 420 foot-pound torque stock. How awesome. How awesome. It is a dream come true.